never, don't really know anybody inside the bank. But from an external observer's perspective, Goldman is not going after it as aggressively from a capital perspective or investment perspective. Citi is investing. A number of deals were announced by Citi in the past couple of years, and then your usual suspects, Wells Fargo, J.P. Morgan. I think, I've not really seen anyone shy away from it. So R3 is a big kind of collection or a big consortium, and many banks have actually invested in. Digital asset holdings is yet another blockchain startup that a number of banks have actually invested money in. But as you may find, a lot of these guys are not looking just at U.S. banks. They're raising money from across the globe because they want their platforms to be successful across many different geographies. And true to that, Digital Asset Holdings has found a buyer in the Australian Stock Exchange. And there are a lot of press releases about the US-based or the New York-based Digital Asset Holdings and how their product is being leveraged by, or the Australian Stock Exchange intends to leverage Digital Asset Holdings blockchain products to replace Chess, which is their equities processing system, CHESS, Chess. So there's a lot of work taking place on that end.
Do you know what Morgan Stanley is doing?
What is Morgan Stanley? I have not heard Morgan Stanley's name, come up too much.
Okay, that's indicative in and of itself. What about, I don't even know if it's that relevant, but someone like Schwab or TD Ameritrade, do they play anywhere in that space? Yes.
So they, so TD is looking at doing a whole bunch of stuff. I think there is especially with the futures business that I referred to earlier from Intercontinental Exchange and the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. What is actually happening is that a lot of banks are now looking at establishing digital asset trading desks, right? Because, when Bitcoin as a underlying cryptocurrency manifests itself as a traditional futures product, then banks need to be able to figure out how to create, digital asset markets, effectively speaking, right? So I think that is what, a lot of the traditional big banks are now beginning to do. And I believe that is one thing that Morgan Stanley had probably done. So it's not the same as investing in building the blockchain technology and running pilots with the blockchain technology. It is more about looking at crypto assets and seeing, whether we want to make a market in them. And that is a slightly different track than what you're talking about. In the what you were talking about in the earlier part of the conversation. So and Goldman is doing. Go ahead.
It sounds like more like building the financial products rather than building the technology.
That is correct. That is exactly correct. Yes, and that's a whole different ball of wax, right? Because that has nothing to do with the technology. It is what the bank is used to doing anyways, and there Morgan Stanley is playing a role. But I've not seen them, too much on the tech side of things.
Okay, got it. And what about Schwab? Do you know of anything that they're doing?
No, actually, nothing comes to mind, from Schwab, and that's probably just me not knowing. I'm sure there must be something out there, but I'm not. I haven't heard of their, activity in this space.
Okay. Great. Well, I think those were all my questions. So really appreciate the time. Thank you very much.
No, absolutely. Thank you for your call. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.
You too. Bye-bye. Bye.